You're listening live to Lunatic You're listening live to KDK and Lunatic Fringe. You're listening live. You're listening live to KDK Fringe. You're exclusively listening to KDK.com.
Get drunk with KDK every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on PCU.
This is Bobby Trendy, and KDK prank calls is absolutely luxurious.
It doesn't.
Two gay men took off their clothes, climbed a tree, and engaged in lewd sex acts for 4 hours in the tree before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KDK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go. Prepare for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 million.
I can't breathe. Stop.
And now for something completely different.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fine, fun-filled edition of KDK's Lunatic Fringe. That's what you're listening to right now. We are indeed live. It is 10:07 in the p.m., Saturday, November 6th. Thank you for listening. We're going to have some fun tonight. I have a ton of prank calls that I didn't get to play in the program last time, and we're going to be making live prank calls on the air. And as you hear in the background, I'm cracking beer number 3 because I got started early. Because I'm in a good mood tonight, and I have 2 phone cards. So, if you have an idea for a prank call, what do you need to do is get into our chat room. And we have a problem with, or Central Chat is having a problem with their server tonight. So the temporary address for the chat room is 69.26.165.153. 69.26.165.153. That's the server. And of course the room is, as always, KDK. You can come on in there and join us. Double click on my name. That's how you send me your info about a call you might want me to do. Or if you go to peoplepages.com and just come up with a clever and funny name that we might be able to call. It's always better if these numbers are confirmed. If you let me know that your number is confirmed, I will give it priority over all others. I will give it dominion over all other creatures. I'm situating myself over here still. I've got soundboard calls to play. I've got calls from members of the Prank Call Underground, new calls from DJ Glowworm and Monkey Phone that I haven't even heard yet, calls that came from a couple weeks ago that I haven't played yet, new Mr. Rodriguez calls, and of course we'll be listening to some music. Yay. Keith the Bone, the sexiest man in all of Internet Radio, will be joining us later on in the program. Right now he's sleeping because he worked 11 to 7 last night and came home and decided to stay up until 5 in the afternoon anyway. So he's sleeping now, but he'll be joining us later on in the program. So pile your asses into the chat room. Everybody, come and visit. You know, if you can't figure out the IRC thing, you can always use the Java applet through the site at kdkprankcalls.com. I have faith you can figure it out. And we're back. And I noticed, apparently, Well, Dick and Dyke were on the air from 8 till 10 or something on Wild Bunch Radio. And then apparently somebody else has decided to go on the air in my place. I'm supposed to be on Wild Bunch Radio right now, but I'm not. Not that it's a big deal because, let's face it, whoever listens to Wild Bunch Radio, but I feel slighted, I feel hurt, I'm going to act like an angry girl and make fun of everybody all night. No, I'm kidding around. To be honest with you, I thought I was doing Wild Bunch a favor and I would help them get more listeners because our show does pretty well over on PCU, and it's doing pretty well over on DEFCON Radio. So I figure, you know, maybe it'll be able to pull in some new listeners looking for some interesting and unpredictable and spontaneous content that's not just some idiot who can't figure out even how to hook up their headphones. For once. But it didn't work because nobody cares. Nobody over there supports anybody, nobody promotes anybody, and nobody knows that they exist. So let them fade away. Too bad I don't have any fade away music. I don't have any fade out music. The important news is that we're active, we're live on PCU and DEFCON Radio right now. The chat room, although the regular, usual link is not working, the following link is. The new address is 69.26.165.153. Again, that's 69.26.165.153. And the reason why I'm giving it out is because we're having a contest tonight. The prize that everybody is playing for is, once again, it comes from KDK's pile of junk that he was only just going to throw away anyway. We have a DVD of an anime entitled Urosukadoji. That's right, Urosukadoji. It's rated NC-17 because it's very perverted anime, and I'll be giving away the original movie, Rise of the Overfiend, Legend of the Overfiend, something like that. Urosukadoji, Legend of the Overfiend, can be yours if you go to the chat room and play our game. What I want everybody to do, to play, is to send me private messages for their idea of what the letters KDK stands for. What do the letters KDK stand for? And I want to say right off the bat that you cannot switch C's for K's. It has to be spelled right, and it has to spell out KDK if you want to play the game. Anyway, while I'm in the chat room, let me see what people are saying. Ballard says, hey, where can I record? Well, if you have an audio recording program and you set your properties to record your mixed output or your stereo mix or mono mix, you'll be able to record us that way. Sean Ward says, like I said, I've got 2 prank concepts to rock the party. Awesome. And he's giving us his phone number. So Sean Ward from SeanWard.net will be joining us for prank calls later on in the evening. And it's always a fun time to have Sean on the air with us. I hope you got another phone card, but if it's cool, because one of them is for Three Brothers Diner. Sean wants to call Three Brothers Diner again. Sean has his own long-running series of Three Brothers Diner calls at this point. Well, Sean, you'll be happy to hear that I have not 1, but 2 brand new phone cards tonight. So we have at least 12 hours of prank calling time on these cards here. Super Drew is sending me the phone number for Francis and his evil neighbors. Please prank my evil neighbors, Ruth Casabom and her husband. Okay. Let me know if those numbers are confirmed working. Speaking of confirmed working numbers, Mr. Peepers is sending in confirmed working numbers for Cornelius Duty, Elwood Duty, Gergia Duty, Avierd Duty, Daisy Duck, and he wants me to repeat the server IP address again, so let me go ahead and do that. It's 69.26.165.153, 69.26.165.53. But if you didn't catch it, you can go to kdkprankcalls.com, and on the new front page at the bottom, it has it listed there so that you can easily find the chat room, because it is an integral part of this program, and because of this little mix-up, we've only got 14 people in the chat room so far tonight. So hopefully some more people can figure it out and find their way to the chat room and give us some ideas for prank calls tonight. Oof. Oh, Super Drew is saying Kevin, Dave, and Keith. And that's not the contest. Maybe I didn't explain myself well enough. And you're wrong, by the way, because Keith comes first, so it would be Keith, Dave, and Kevin. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an acronym. I'm stealing the acronym game from Jim and Al that they stole from somebody else. I want something to say when people ask me what does KDK stand for, because I can't say Keith, Dave, and Kevin anymore because Keith and Kevin aren't involved anymore. It's just me. So what does KDK stand for? I know it's difficult because I've been working on it myself and I haven't come up with anything good. And Ellie, however, did have the right answer with Keith, Dave, and Kevin, but perhaps I didn't make myself clear about what we were looking for. We're looking for an acronym. That's why I was saying that you cannot substitute C's for K's. Otherwise, people would be saying stupid stuff like cock, dick, cock or something, you know? Well, anyway, I think it's time to make a prank call. We got the phone right in front of us here.
Hello?
Hello. My name is Mr. Karen, and I'm calling from Dawn's Pizzazz in Danbury because you won a random raffle for a day of beauty.
A day of beauty? Give me a freaking break. Take me off your list, please.
No, it's a free makeover. We'll do a face peel, and I suppose you have a special lady in your life you could give it to. You don't have to buy anything. It's just something that we give out at random. And apparently, one of our clients left either you or your wife or girlfriend's name in our box with this number. So I'm calling you to see when we can expect you to come on down for your day of beauty.
This is not one of these free escape weekends and all that stuff.
No. My name is Brian. I'm calling from Dawn's Pizzazz. I'm the manager of Dawn's Pizzazz Salon in Danbury.
Okay. Okay.
And one of our clients, we have a raffle every month where we give out a free day of beauty to one of our clients who leave a name in the box by the door. And this is the name I pulled out.
Why in the world are you calling at 10:30 on Saturday night?
I just closed up the store, and I opened up the box and pulled out a name, and I'm about to go out drinking, and I know I'll probably forget tomorrow.
Oh, boy. So what are your hours?
We open at 9 in the morning. We close at 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Fridays and Saturdays, we're open from 10 till 7.
Boy, I don't know when she could make it there. You want to talk to her or what?
No, I do not want.
She doesn't want a day of beauty?
I'm freaking pissed.
You don't want a day of beauty from
No.
Dawn's Pizzazz?
Is she in need of a day of beauty?
Okay. What can I tell you?
Is she in need of a day of beauty?
No, she's a pretty good-looking girl.
Okay, well, if you wanna convince her, you know, you have until the end of the month.
Okay.
And we're going to keep it on file. So if you decide to talk her into it, we can fix her up real nice for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian.
Dawn's Pizzazz. Somebody see if there's a salon somewhere in America named Dawn's Pizzazz for real.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? It's Ed from down the road. How are you doing?
This is where, who?
This is Ed down at number 67, and I understand my grandkids, they came home and they said they had a confession. They said that they did some property damage over at your place there, and I wanted to call and make it right.
Well, I don't know of any property damage. Are you sure you,
They said they smashed your pumpkins, and they fiddled with your Halloween decorations.
Well, I don't think you... This is 130 Paper Mill Road. Is this the address that you think you're talking about?
Well, that's what they said.
Because I didn't have any pumpkins out to smash.
No pumpkins this year. Maybe your neighbor, you help me solve this
mystery? I don't know of any. I really don't know. I live by myself. And I did have 3 trick-or-treaters come. I didn't have any damage. They were very polite boys.
Only 3? Oh, my God.
So,
what's happening to Halloween? It used to be, you remember when you were a kid, we'd all get up and we'd go and we'd all get the candy, and now everyone's afraid.
Yeah, well, I've never had very many trick-or-treaters over the year.
Yeah, we're way up in the middle of nowhere, so nobody wants to walk this far.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look around, and I bet you they have the wrong number, and I bet you it was somebody else. What pumpkin they smashed?
I don't know. I didn't even see any smashed pumpkins around. I live on... This is Paper Mill. I don't... If this is what they were talking about.
They said they busted it. They said it was on the porch, and they kicked it and stomped it.
Well, I have a porch they couldn't have got on anyway, and I didn't have any pumpkins at all this year of any that were alive. So it wasn't my house. I don't know whose house it was, but it wasn't mine.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep on looking.
Okay.
Did you give out some good candy this year?
All I gave out were Reese's peanut butter cups. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite, too. Well, God bless you.
You too.
Well, bye-bye.
Bye.
It really is. I love Reese's peanut butter cups.
Right here, right now, watching the world wake up.
And we're back, and I'm going back to the chat room. I'm saying like we're back, like I haven't been back the whole while. I've been popping in and out during prank calls. And let me pop into the chat room and see what people are saying. Confirmed working number for Ruth Casabom. Okay, so we can call the evil neighbors of Super Guru. Watery burp coming up. Ballard is guessing Keith Dave Chronic. Killer Dank Chronic. Is Chronic really spelled with a K, or is that street slang? Because we're not supposed to break the rules here. Sean Ward had a good one. Let me see if I can scroll back up and find it. Sean Ward had a funny one, like, during the pranks here. What the fuck was it? Man. Oh, well, maybe he said it in private chat. Ellie says to me, "Hey, Satan." She's calling me Satan. Sean Ward said, "Keepin' drunk killer," or "kind of drunk killer." It's hard to come up with something that's like funny and appropriate. "Hey, KDK, you should give me a call tonight." Ooh, Princess 269 wants us to give her a call. How can I deny a sexy young lady? Why are you people calling me fucker? I have no idea, Mr. B, what the fuck you're talking about. Redneck says, Dawn's Pizzazz Artistic Group and Day Spa. And it's an artistic group. Oh, man, too bad I didn't know that. I would have said we do, like, naked finger painting on boobs or something. Dawn's Pizzazz Artistic Group and Day Spa. I can't imagine they'd be open now, because it is, after all, a day spa, and it's nighttime now.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? Ruth? How are you, dear? It's Mrs. Rosenthal. And I know you don't know me, and we've spoken before, but you might not recognize my voice ever since the lung cancer. So how are you doing tonight?
Bitch! She just hung right up. She is evil. She's the jolt of evil. She's not the Diet Coke of evil. Shit. Well, who else is bummed about this election here? I want to move to Canada myself. I no longer have any faith in any kind of government agency or any politician. I'm forever jaded. I think the election was fixed. I've heard numerous reports of fucked up voting machines and people being discouraged and turned away and registrations being thrown out, and I don't think this is a legitimate election. I don't think George Bush won. I don't think the American people are inherently evil enough to elect that bastard motherfucker for a second time. And he's not my president, by God. I refuse to do anything he says. But now that I don't care anymore, I'm going to delight in watching America go downhill, because I'm going to be moving to fucking Canada. I have family in Canada. I'm just going to go stay with somebody for a couple of years. Not because I'm afraid of the draft, although Keith would be eligible for the draft when it does come around. And make no mistake, folks, the draft will be coming back. And the only good thing about all of this is that George Bush will hopefully fuck up this country so much more than he already has that he will forever ruin the Republicans' chances of ever getting anybody else in office. Hopefully. We can all pray. We can cross our fingers and pray. Anyway, I'm going to go grab myself another beer and pack this bowl because I never did when I said I was going to. And I'll be back to call Sean Ward from SeanWard.net. So stay tuned. Here we go.
To hear who's calling, call from
Shannon.
To take this call, press 1. Press 3. To request no more. Now connecting. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear?
Oh my gosh, hi. How are you?
Hello, who is this, please?
This is Shannon. I talked to you online earlier. I've told you I was a big fan.
Oh, you're the crazy girl who's always calling you and going, blah, and hanging up.
No, I know this is you, Dave. Like, oh my gosh, I am such a big fan.
I know who you are. You sound like a fat girl. Are you a fat girl?
Yes, I am huge.
I love big girls.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
I'm a little lesbian, you know, but only for the fat girls.
Are you an old lady?
I'm 87 years young.
Oh my gosh, I think that is so sexy.
Isn't it, you know?
Yes.
I want you to use a strap-on and fuck my throat hole.
Oh, baby.
Who is this, Princey?
No, I talked to you earlier.
Yeah, you talked to me last night online. And,
yeah.
And you're intimating that you're the person who's always harassing me with the privacy manager.
No?
No?
No.
Okay. Well, how old are you?
18.
Ooh. That's my kind of age. And where do you live?
What?
Where do you live?
Florida.
Buddha?
Florida.
Florida.
Yes.
You bastards voted for Gore. Or Bush. What did I say?
I don't know.
You guys didn't do your job. You were supposed to get out there and keep the old people from the polls so they wouldn't go there and vote Republican.
Oh, sorry.
Because they're afraid of spending an extra $2 in taxes.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all your fault.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll let it slide this time. But next time...
You're not doing the show now, are you?
What show?
The PCU Underground Radio?
What's that? Underground Radio? Is that like the Underground Railroad?
What?
Who are you and why are you calling?
Because you...
I'm going to call the police.
What?
I'm going to call the police.
Oh my gosh, don't.
Bunch of bitches.
I'm sorry.
I've had enough.
Okay.
So this is the first time you're calling in you're trying to maintain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Thank you for calling in. Thank you for listening. Anything you want to say?
Yep. Nothing, no. Sorry.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, peace out, my sexy soul sister. Keep listening. Bye-bye. Well, I'm glad I took that one. That was mildly amusing. Anyway, I'm going to go grab a beer and pack this bowl like I was supposed to earlier.
Turn the music down. I can't hear you. Hello. Who is this, please? Oh, hey. Hey. Hey, sexy. How are you doing?
Fine.
So I can call you that because Keith is asleep.
You asleep? God dang. He needs to wake up. Good morning. Is he on?
No, it's better if he's asleep because I'm more comfortable.
Are you on the air right now?
No. What do you think? You call between 10 and 1 on Saturday night. I'm on the air, right?
Oh, yeah. Who was that girl, man? Lord.
I don't know. Was she a friend of yours?
No, I don't know a girl like that.
She's 18, but she sounded like she was a plumper.
Yeah. I've dated enough Florida girls, so I'm out of that.
From Florida. Well, that's cool.
Hey, if you go to Canada, I'm going with you. I don't care.
Yeah, you're coming with us to Canada?
I'm going to Canada.
I got family in Canada, but it's all like French-speaking Canada, so I'd have to learn to speak French. I can do prank calls in French. Or I can just call up French people and curse them out in English. Now they all speak English anyway.
I'm up for doing a prank call tonight.
You feel like doing a prank call? I was supposed to call Sean Ward, but I guess we can do a prank call if you want.
Alright.
Let's see who we can call up. Super Drew wants me to say fabulous. I already called his evil neighbor, so I'm going to close that one out. Why don't you talk to Cornelius Duty? Okay, ready?
Yep. I got a good one.
Hello?
Cornelius? Is Cornelius there?
Yeah?
You sent me a letter? I'm in California.
Christmas.
Who?
Who's the letter come from?
You sent me a letter.
I did not.
Are you on AOL, the gay chat?
You're
Nirvana, huh?
body.
Did you send me a letter?
I'm 88 years old.
80?
88 years old. Okay, so long.
No, don't go.
Well, he's trying to make you ashamed for calling him. Well, trying to make me ashamed for calling him because he's 88 years old.
Man.
Mr. Peepers, how dare you have us bother an 88-year-old man? Okay, let's try Elwood duty. Like the Blues Brother.
Hello?
Is Elwood there?
Yes, speaking.
Hey baby, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Francesca.
Who?
From Sweden. This is Francesca. You sent me a letter. Don't you remember me?
I think you got the wrong person.
No, I remember you sent me a letter.
I sent you a letter?
Isn't this Elwood?
Yeah?
You sent me a letter.
I'm afraid I didn't. It might have been my name on it, but I'm sure it wasn't me.
What's your first name?
Elwood.
Elwood. Like a wood? Like a cedar wood?
Yeah, E-L-W-O-O-D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you just had the wrong person.
I don't think so, because your name was on it, and it makes me really upset when I get letters and people don't, because it's like a blind date, and everybody makes fun of me and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I can't believe you would do that to me.
I'm afraid I didn't. I'm a very happy married man, and I have no interest in anybody else.
You sure?
Yep.
Because...
Sorry, you just had the wrong person.
This is Francesca, though.
Let me make sure he's gone. Okay, he's gone.
God.
That's a pretty good female voice. In the beginning there. Then you start to lose it, like a little into the call. But that's pretty passable. I wish I could do a good female voice. It's harder, you know, it's harder for the guys to hang up on you if you're doing a girl voice.
Yeah, I know that.
Especially if you sound cute. Or like if you have like a little kid voice, that helps too. You know, I was talking on the air. I was saying how one of the monkey phone kids has like a little kid's voice, and I think they got all pissed off at me. they're like, were you making fun of him last night? And I was like, no. I don't think it's an insult to say you have a little kid voice. Especially if you're
hung up on a girl like that.
But he was probably an old dude. As you get older, your sex drive dries up and goes away. That's what I hear.
Old people tonight. What's up with that?
Dude, old people is who we want. Old people are fun to prank. Young people are too smart.
So you get a chessboard and then just hang up.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go so I can call up Sean.
Alright.
Okay, peace out, bro.
Alright, man.
And that was Ballard from the chat room. My sexy little internet webcam listener. And let me call up Sean Ward, one of my personal favorite guests to have on the program. And, oh shit, you know what, Sean? I closed out your window that had your phone number. Oh, I'm an idiot. You think after all these weeks I would have Sean Ward's phone number written down somewhere? I don't. Sean, can you send me your number again and then we'll give you a call? B says, I'm happy you dismissed this Starlight. He was booting me from chat last time. Do you want to have 100 listeners next time? Well, if you want to promote us, go right ahead, but I really couldn't care how many people listen. I'm here for my own selfish reasons, because sometimes I need to get on here and vent, and sometimes I need to get on here and make some prank calls, and it's strictly for my own personal benefit. Cheers me up. Makes me happy. A couple other people, too, hopefully. But anyway, Starlight is a very sexy female, not a guy. And if she was booting you, I have faith that she was doing it because you were being a prick. Elmer Scarland. Elmer C. and Agnes Scarlin. These people have to be ancient with names like... She says, these people have to be ancient with names like Elmer and Agnes. We need to fuck with some old people. Damn right. And Drew is saying, say fabulous again. And Beatles, yes, the best band is Chumbawamba. Okay. The one-hit wonder, Chumbawamba, they're the best band ever. Best one-hit wonder. Not even the best one-hit wonder ever, I would have to say, is Dexy's Midnight Runners with Come On Eileen. Because it's about Bukkake, and I like Bukkake.
55 minutes.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
How are you, girlfriend?
Who's this?
Are we going out tomorrow?
Right now, I thought we're going out.
We're supposed to go to the Electric Club.
I thought you were bringing the booze.
I am.
Well, goddamn.
I'll be over in about 15 minutes. You bring the strap on?
How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing very, very well.
I never know what kind of voice or character I'm going to get when I call you.
Well, it just seemed like it was a night for girl voices on the show so far, so I thought I'd practice mine because it's been a while.
I got to say, you probably do have the best girl voice amongst us.
Wow, I thought that last guy did a pretty good one, Francesca.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
That Francesca call was actually hilarious.
Yeah.
I gotta commend you, that fucking Don's Pizzazz call was the shit.
You like Don's Pizzazz?
I was pissing my pants at that call, man, that was good.
I was waiting for the guy to say that she was in need of some beauty.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could have dragged that one out a little while, starting to insinuate that, no, actually, she does. I don't know what, I've seen your woman, yes, she does.
No, I was going to start saying, well, if somebody recommended her for the makeover, they must think she needs it real bad.
How's the hair? She got one of those mullet things, is it kind of curly but dead? Lightful? She watches a lot of Maury Povich, right?
Is Maury still on the air?
Oh, hell yeah. You are not the father.
Oh, is that all he does? He does like the paternity thing?
Well, you know how all of those talk shows each have their specialty? It was more pronounced a couple of years ago when Jenny Jones was still on the air. But Jenny Jones did makeovers, Maury Povich did paternity tests, what's his name? Montel did family crises, Jerry does what Jerry does. And then Ricky Lake always did stuff about, my friend thinks she's all that, but really she's not. And each show kind of had their own specialty for a while.
Yeah.
Maury still pretty much sticks to paternity suits and little kids coming on to do their talent showcase, Stars of Tomorrow sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
The best one I saw was a couple of weeks. See, I went through a phase where I was getting really into daytime TV for about a week, a couple of weeks ago. And I was watching some Maury, you know. There's this one episode where this woman was coming on, and it was her 11th trip to the show, trying to find out who the dad was of her kid, and every single time it came out negative. I swear to God, her 11th appearance.
11 kids?
No, one kid, and she's tested 11 different dudes, and each one turns out not to be the father. And they're showing like clips from previous appearances, and every single time she's going, yeah, I know I said this last time, but this time I'm really sure. Yeah, I know I said this last time, but this time I'm really sure. And then it doesn't work out that way.
I wonder how much of that is all set up, though.
I don't know, maybe all of it.
Yeah, could be. I know Jerry Springer got busted hiring actors and stuff.
I don't think they would need, it would cost them more. Just speaking just strictly from a financial, economic point of view, it would cost them more to hire actors and get them to fake it, instead of just getting attention hogs who will do it for free.
Yeah, but
people who will come on and, like, being on an episode of Maury or being on Jerry is like their moment in the sun, their 15 minutes for their whole life.
Scale for an actor is only $650 a day, so if they only need you for a day and they shoot like several episodes in a day, you know.
Well, $650 still more than nothing.
Well, they would spend more on that in plane fare just to get a real guest on.
Oh, know? They probably get local people. Like, if they're taping in Chicago, they probably get, like, idiots from the hood or the suburbs or whatever. I'm guessing.
If you wanted to call Three Brothers Diner, I'm going to have to go find the number because I put the phone book back on top of the fridge.
Well, let's talk politics for a second first.
Okay, so...
I want to talk politics. I want to bring up this point of...
no, I have a question for you. What is the general feeling of the Canadian public? What is the overall majority feeling about us re-electing that douchebag?
The overall majority feeling is this sentiment of shock and confusion.
Yeah.
Like, we really just don't get how that could have happened.
Yeah,
Not just in him being as bad a president as he's been, but the fact that he had all of Hollywood against him, a hit, award-winning feature motion picture coming out that's very, very blatantly anti-him, world sentiment just sort of expecting that he's going to get tossed out. And I think my guess that what happened was that everybody was just so convinced that he's on his way out that Kerry didn't really work as hard as he needed to make it happen, just sort of assuming it was going to be the case.
I think it was fixed.
What's that?
I think it was fixed.
You know what? I don't think it was, man. I think that he really connected with people with his little family values. He was a genius maneuver by whoever his handlers are to get people to forget about what he's been doing for the last 4 years and make everybody think that it's an election not about America's role in the world, but rather an election on American values going into the 21st century, and that he just connected with a lot of people who all came out to put the check mark on there. Like, there's all kinds of polls done where, like, part of the Democratic justification for why they just know he's going to be gone is the minority vote. We're going to get more minorities to come out. But a lot of minorities that were voting for the first time were voting for the first time to put the check mark for Bush because of the family values issue.
Yeah, I don't.
He got a lot of people. He connected with a lot of people. I don't think it was fixed. I think he won it fair and square.
There were a lot of
that people that think like us underestimated the support that he had and the support that value system has.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think there was a lot of registrations that disappeared.
Well, maybe fair and square is not quite the correct terminology.
There were a lot of electronic voting machines where if people picked Kerry, Bush would pop up, and if they didn't notice it and correct it, they would accidentally cast a vote for Bush. That was reported a number of times with these electronic voting boxes with the touch screens.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know why they switched to electronic in the first place. That's retarded.
Yeah, it's too easy.
Did you watch the Jon Stewart election night coverage?
No, I actually went to bed because the anticipation was killing me, and I woke up at like 3 in the morning, and it was like 197 to 194, and I was like, okay, we still got a shot.
Yeah, because they were waiting on Ohio.
Yeah.
It all came down to Ohio.
Fuck Ohio and fuck every red state.
Yeah, it's confusing as all hell, but yeah, to answer your question, that's what sentiment was. Well, the reason why I said let's talk politics, I want to bring this up. Okay, you're an American, so maybe you can give me some insight as to why John Kerry at no point brought up the shit about, like, the Bin Ladens being carted out of the country the day of 9/11 and, you know, all that shady shit that gets mentioned in certain movies that have come out recently. He doesn't have to come right out with Michael Moore on his arm, but why wouldn't he, like, go for the jugular like that?
Because he was a pussy. The Democrats keep nominating nice people who don't want to attack the other candidate. You know, if I were Kerry, I would have gone up there and I would have said, you're a moron, you're an idiot, you can't memorize more than a half a sentence of your speeches at a time. That's why you speak in that slow, monotonous, pausing, monotone, because he can't read more than 4 or 5 words at a fucking time. He's a fucking jackass.
Did you see that clip when, just coming up to the election, when Bush is trying to address this thing that people have about fearing a draft? He goes, let me state, we will not have an all-volunteer army. And the crowd just sort of like murmurs, and a few people start shouting out, we will, we will, we will. And then he's going, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's right, we will have an all-volunteer army. Let me restate that, we will not have a draft. And then everybody cheers.
Uh-huh.
Hilarious. Maybe
what I don't get is how so many like poor folks and rednecks will vote Republican, and they don't have a problem with the fact that he took a $2 billion surplus and gave it as a tax break to the top 2% of wage earners in the country.
But they're buying it hook, line, and sinker that he's giving that tax cut to the people who are in the power to create jobs.
Yeah.
Like, that's the sales pitch.
Guess what? It's not working. Now we're pushing an $8 trillion deficit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll get bigger and bigger and bigger.
It's getting worse.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take for the current way that the pendulum is swinging to come back the other way. Because anybody who would be minded in such a way as to run against him and also be clever enough and quick on the draw enough to beat him and people like him, they're not getting into politics. The people that get into business and do well at that, or get into the movies and do well at that.
You know what we need? We need a good old.
We need Warren Beatty to run for president like he was good. That's what we need.
We need a good old-fashioned disgruntled redneck with a high-powered rifle with a nice scope. We need an assassin. If there's any crazy people who are, like, lingering on the verge out there, if you're thinking about killing yourself anyway, why not take a shot trying to kill Bush? If you're only going to kill yourself anyway, why not try to drive a truck full of explosives into his motorcade somewhere or something?
I was saying once...
You'll be a national hero. You'll go down in history.
It will go down in history. I don't know as a hero, though. Because the record books have an interesting way of slanting things.
Uh-huh.
I was in a bookstore
I'll write my own fucking book.
What's that?
I'll write my own fucking book.
Yeah, do that. I was in a bookstore a little while ago. It's basically chapters. It's our equivalent of Barnes & Noble, basically. And there was a book, something about Great Tyrants of the 20th Century or something like that. And you open it up to the page on Saddam Hussein. And it goes through basically the official party line from the Republican Party current administration, and even says suspected of being involved in the blah blah terror attacks.
Well, that's true. That's all true. That's all true. But just because we're going to elect Harry doesn't mean he's automatically going to stop the war and pull everybody out. You know, we're going to continue killing brown people. That's what people were afraid of. People were afraid we were going to end this war.
That's already been acknowledged and admitted and out in the open.
Yeah.
And then this history book saying that he did. Like, that's the slant that gets put on it. It's really easy for things to get sent one way or the other.
It's all a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, we better call somebody before
I was
people
just
start tuning
curious
down
your thoughts on past week's events, but yeah, let's move on since this is supposed to be a comedy show.
Next week I'm working on something. I'm working on, I'm actually doing some research.
Oh, really?
I'm going through my book of Nostradamus quatrains, not from the internet. It's like from a book that's about 20 years old, so it's not like tainted by current events. And I'm going to go through it and see if I can find anything that I think is particularly pertinent to what's going on in the world today.
Yeah, I don't get down with the Nostradamus prophecy.
Should have done that with the fucking Halloween episode.
Yeah, I'm happy. How'd that go?
I'll talk about it later. It was sort of uncomfortable, actually. I'm going to go get the phone book, and I'll be right back. Okay. I hear you here like all carrying on to yourself and nobody can hear you.
What?
You were like all yelling. I heard like some kind of weird noise, loud noise coming
from the phone. I was
phone.
singing to everybody, but they had music instead of me, didn't they?
Yeah, because, you know, for you to be on the air, I have to sit here and hold the mic up to the earpiece of the phone.
Ah.
Remember, ghetto style. Okay, I'm looking up Three Brothers Diner. Would that be under the number 3 or the letter T?
You should know you looked it up enough.
I know, it's circled. As soon as I find the page, I'll see it right away. There you go. It's circled in big black Sharpie. Do you want to drop us a hint of what's going to be going down tonight for the Three Brothers Diner?
Okay, well, tonight on KDK's Lunatic Fringe, Sean Ward appears once again as MC Concept to call the Three Brothers Diner and see how receptive they are to the notion of MC Concept performing a jingle for them. $3,000.
Okay, I'm going to click over and we're going to call Three Brothers Diner.
All right. Always fast.
Three Brothers?
Good evening, sir. How are you this evening?
Good. How are you?
May I speak to the manager, please?
Yeah, this is the manager.
Oh, the manager. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, could you hold for 1 second, please? I'm connecting you. Yeah, what's up, Mike?
How are you?
I'm doing all right. This is MC Concept speaking. You heard of me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a famous rap artist. I come in your place, I love the cheeseburgers. It's my favorite shit, even though one time they ate my bacon. But that's besides the point. Yo, check this out. This is why I'm calling, Mike. I want to be in business with you.
Yeah.
I think that I could make things happen at the Three Brothers Diner by going on TV and radio to advertise you. I want to endorse you. I'm a famous rap star. I want to endorse you. So what's up? Check this out. Three Brothers Diner. Ain't nothing finer. When I want to run a diner, I take her to the Three Brothers Diner. What'd you think? Mike?
Yes.
What'd you think of that rap song?
Well, I don't know.
Cause I want to do that on the radio for you, for a commercial. You could put that on the radio. People gonna come to the Three Brothers Diner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know. I
You know what I'm saying? Because you what ain't playing. I like to eat my burger at the Three Brothers Dino. That's what I'm saying on the microphone.
Yeah, I understand.
Mike the manager, he'll take you home.
Yes, I understand what he said.
So how's about that, Mike? You like that idea, me doing a commercial for you on the radio?
Yeah, why not? A cheeseburger is good, yeah.
Oh, I love the cheeseburgers, yo. That's the thing. So check this out. All I'm gonna ask for, all I need to do the endorsement is $3,000.
How much?
$3,000. That's all I need.
A lot of money.
No, I'm gonna come down and pick it up tonight. What do you say?
No, I don't think so. Call
Why
back
not?
next time.
No, I'm gonna do a rap song on the radio for you.
No, not
the Three
today.
Brothers Dino.
Yeah, I know.
There ain't nothing final. The Three Brothers Dino. There ain't nothing final.
Yeah, I know. Next time.
Three brother. Three brother. Three brother.
Bye.
Put your hands in the air. Right? Mike. Where you at, Holmes?
You lost him. That was really good.
you wouldn't give me $3,000 tonight.
He was buying it until you said the $3,000. Maybe
yeah,
if you
he was
said
down
like,
with it until I wanted the money.
You want to call back and say like, okay, how about free cheeseburgers for life?
Yeah, okay, call back.
We'll call him back.
Yeah. Hello, Three Brothers Diner? Yo, can I speak to Mike, please? Just a moment. Thank you.
Fine.
Hello?
Yo, Mike!
Yes.
This is MC Concept speaking.
Yeah, I know. I very busy. Can you call back next time, please?
No, check this out. I'm gonna do a favor for you.
No. Next
I'm
time.
gonna come in tonight and just as an advance on my fee, I'm gonna get a cheeseburger meal from you for me and my homeboys. All right? We're gonna come in like 20 minutes.
You come in here, okay? I'll see
Yeah,
you later.
you're gonna give me a meal as an advance on my fee.
Bye-bye.
Right?
I'll see you later.
You gonna give me an advance on my fee? Is a meal?
I don't think he wants to play anymore.
Well, fuck him then. God damn it.
You said you had another idea for a call.
That's right. This one we have to call.
Okay,
It really doesn't matter who we call for this one. This
Okay.
is one that came to me in a burst of inspiration earlier in the week.
Uh-huh.
So you just call a resident. Just call anybody. It doesn't matter.
Okay, let me find a number that's confirmed working so we get through right away.
Hello? Is this Gerja?
Huh?
How you doing?
All right.
This is Mabel, your neighbor. I live up the street.
Yeah?
Well, listen, I'm just about to sit down, but I can't find a thing to read. Can you bring me something to read? I need to take your shit.
I don't understand what you're...
Well, I need to sit down to do my business,
Yeah?
and I haven't got a thing to read. Can you bring me something to read? A magazine or something?
I don't have anything, believe me.
Yeah, I ain't got like a magazine. Maybe the Jehovah's Witnesses came and left one of their magazines or something.
I don't have it, I swear.
You got a copy of like People, Sports Illustrated or something?
No.
I just need something to read. I gotta go real bad. I can't go without something to read. I'm your neighbor. You got to help me.
I don't have anything, I swear.
Well, you ain't got the newspaper? You ain't got like a novel? A little spy novel or something?
No.
Well, what am I going to do then? I need to go. I can't go without something to read. Goddamn, I'm starting to hurt. What am I going to do? Georgia? Hello? Hello, where are you? I hear you breathing.
You can probably hear me breathing. And that was yet again another voice. It was almost close to the one you were doing the other week.
Well, that's what I was going for, but I noticed that I couldn't really hear myself too good when I was doing those Mabel calls. I was trying to do an improved Mabel.
Oh.
But I got techniques dripping out my butt cheek.
Yeah, really.
Sleep on my stomach so I don't fuck up my sheet. That's not my line, though. I can't take credit for that.
Really? Who was that?
That was Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, okay.
Biggie Smalls.
I missed everything by avoiding rap.
Yeah,
See what
apparently.
I missed?
That's okay. You got any other funny names we can call?
I got Delbert Peepers.
Delbert Peepers?
I used to know a guy named Dewey Stanwyck Peepers. Dewey Stanwyck Peepers. Do you want to call up, we got Fatos Shita, Delbert Peepers, or Easy Killer Eugene.
What's the last one you said?
Easy Killer Eugene.
Easy Killer Eugene. You know, surprise me. Which one do you like?
I like Delbert Peepers, or Fatos Shita.
Is it Delbert or Gilbert?
Delbert.
Delbert Peepers.
Delbert.
Let's
sounds
give him
like
a buzz.
You know, that sounds like a good name for Ted's Ted's Jack character. Delbert Peepers. Austin, Texas.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
How you doing, ma'am?
Yes?
How are you? Listen, I'm about to close up shop down here at the Stereo House, and I'm just wondering when you planning on claiming your prize.
Excuse me?
I called you guys about 1 year ago, and I told you guys that you had won a draw to win a big screen plasma television, and you had 1 year to claim your prize. Now, the 1 year is up. I need you to come down and get this tonight. Otherwise, I'm putting it back out into the world, if you know what I'm saying.
I think you're joking, sir.
No, I need you to come get this TV, because I gotta, claim my tax burden on this.
And who are you?
My name is Tex. I'm down here at the Stereo City.
Where are you now?
We are down on Euclid Avenue. 429 Euclid Avenue. Downtown. We called you a year ago, woman. You want a television set, big screen plasma TV, I need you to come get it, otherwise you forfeit the prize.
We have 2 televisions. Thank you. Give it to Salvation
You
Army.
can sell it. You give it to the Salvation Army. What am I going to do with it? You give me gas money to go to the Salvation Army then.
Wow. I'm just looking at the names coming in now.
Right.
Latasha Dicker, Luvinia Dicker, Mordecai Dicker.
Is there anybody that's very obviously black?
Latasha Dicker? I would have to say that's black.
Latasha Nicker?
No, Dicker, as in
Dicker.
like penis.
Natasha. Okay, let's call her Natasha Dicker.
No, not La. Latasha.
Latasha.
Yeah, that's how you know it's black. You know, Natasha could be some other kind of nationality, but Latasha's totally got to be black.
Oh, right.
Why, do you want to talk to a black girl?
Huh?
You want to talk to...
Yeah, let me speak to Latasha, please. This is Jerome speaking. Jerome. Yeah.
Hello.
Latasha, how you doing, girl? Jerome speaking. Yo, you know what Tyrone just did to me? I was standing outside waiting for his apartment. I was trying to get in, right, because he got my PlayStation borrowed. I want my game back. And I'm shouting up at his window to get him to come down and give me my game. You know what that motherfucker did? Motherfucker opened up a window, threw a bucket of water on me in the middle of the street. This is Jerome speaking. Latasha, why you playing games with me, girl?
Who is Jerome?
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Who is Tyrone?
Tyrone is the motherfucker threw a bucket of water on me. Can you believe that shit?
Who do you want?
Tyrone is your boy, girl. What the fuck is this? You Latasha, why you trying to be like that? You fucking sleeping or something?
Who the fuck are you?
I told you, this is Jerome. We just met at the club like 2 months ago.
What club?
The one that fucking, I'm drunk as shit. You remember that one? I was fucking kicking at the club and shit.
I don't know who you want, but you need to stop looking through the phone book calling people.
Motherfucker.
I love this stupid ass at the end. I'm glad I didn't hang up on her early.
That was the first time I fucking lost control of it in a long time.
Oh, that was good. This is too much fun.
She was confused.
Yeah, really.
But I'm in love with it.
We're doing really incredibly well tonight. There's a ton of people listening. We're up to 75 people on PCU. We're 5 more slots and we're maxed out.
Really?
Yeah. So if you get booted somehow and you can't log back on, you can go to the KDKprankcalls.com website. Did you check it out tonight?
The website?
Yeah, I made a new front page just
I
for
came
like
into the
show
front
day.
page. That's usually how I get onto the station is through your website.
Yeah, so you saw the new front page with all the links for all the different stations that we're on?
I did.
Except for Wild Bunch. We're not on that one.
Fuck Wild Bunch, then.
They have somebody on the air right now playing Alien Ant Farm SS Recognize. Say Recognize?
Well, you know damn well that there's no fucking way that their show's as good as this one, so...
Oh, I know that. But come on, I want to hear MC Concept say Recognize.
Oh, recognize what, motherfucker? Wild Bunch better recognize.
Yeah, they better. Let's take a listen to Wild Bunch. Okay, never mind.
Your Wild Bunch is fucking garbage!
Hey, oh, we're up to 78 people. We're about to max out. Come on, 2 more people. Click over to TCU.
2 more people. People, sign your friends up.
2 more people. Tell your friends. Tell your online buddies.
We can phone people and just tell random strangers to tune in.
No. It's supposed to get pissed off, and they like send the cops after me and shit, and then the cops will be like, you know, we told you to lay low with this bullshit.
Yeah, you got a point. I was thinking that what might be fun is to get out the white pages one day and just, as if I'm a telemarketer, start phoning people and sending them to my website.
That'd be fun. We're maxed out. Oh, yeah! We're maxed out. We just maxed out on PCU. No more people can listen on PCU if they want to.
How do you go about getting more slots on stuff? Is this a matter of like buying more equipment?
Yeah, we gotta pay more money. For about 20 more bucks, we could get 40 more slots.
And who do you pay for that?
Fast Serve.
Fast Serve.
There are cheaper deals out there. We found, Ted and I found this one deal that would give us double the amount of listeners for the same price.
Because I know that
but it would break the link.
You can start a shoutcast station for free,
but you have to buy the bandwidth to have more than like 10 people be able to listen, you know.
Ah, I see.
Anybody could run it. For instance, off of my own upload, I could run my own shoutcast server that could handle like 10 people.
Right, and that would just be going through your regular internet provider, and then beyond that, they'd start having problems.
They would start rebuffering and, you know, timing out and stuff like that.
Ah, garbage.
Yeah.
Well, if you find a better deal than FastServe, go with the better deal.
Yeah, but the problem is it breaks the bookmark. Like a lot of people have PCU bookmarked, and so when they try to bookmark, it won't work because the address is different. You know?
Well, you could get both.
Get both? Who's going to pay for this?
Ted. How much does it cost you to get a FastServe?
I told you it's like $20 or $25 for every 40 slots. So I pay 25, he pays 25, and we got 80 slots.
So you guys are sharing the cost on PCU's FastServe account.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And there's no way to just hook up a thing where when they try to connect to one, it automatically forwards them to the other.
I would assume we would have to be paying for both of them for a while for that to work. Yeah.
Well, that's a drag.
So is there anything new going on over at your site?
Well, this is what's new. Is I've got a new section called the mailbag, which I update weekly, which is letters from visitors.
Awesome.
And I encourage everyone to go to the site and write me either interesting or funny or eclectic or stupid letters to give me something fun to put up and respond to.
I'll have to send you something.
I keep a online journal going now. It's semi-regular.
Cool.
I update a few times a week.
Cool.
I've got a photo album section up now where there's pictures of me and the girls.
I noticed the photo album today while I was there.
Word up.
Before the program.
And aside from the site, I'm working on the next book right now that should be coming out for the end of November.
I'm trying to reach the beer here.
Oh, I wish I had beer.
I'm leaning across the room and I'm craning out my foot to hook like the case of beer. I was
gonna get some dope, but then if I would have got some dope and I would have smoked some dope, I would have been useless for working on comics at all for the rest of the night. So I decided against that since my deadlines are so tight right now.
But they're your own deadlines.
Yeah, I know. But I got to be business-minded about this if I'm going to be serious about it. The previous book was goddamn 3 months late, so I'm already like totally off schedule. And I want
3 months late.
I want them coming out at certain points in the year. So if I don't make this one for November, If I put it out in December, I screw everything up, or I wait to February, and I just don't want to do that.
Hey, I got an idea.
What?
Could you do me a big favor?
What's
A huge favor.
What?
Could you do a caricature of Joe Rosenthal?
A caricature of Joe Rosenthal?
No, Joe Rosenthal.
Joe Rosenthal.
You know, my character with the throat cancer.
Probably do something like that.
That'd be awesome. You ought to do some for your characters too. That'd be funny.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
You know, you do flash animate like some of your funny prank calls.
Yeah, I still need to get some of the prank calls that I have on cassette tape onto the fucking computer. There's never time to fucking do that shit. I should mail you the goddamn cassette.
Oh, like I have the time?
Oh, of course.
I'm so backed up on my own shit, it's ridiculous.
What about your, like, subordinates that you got, like, living in the house and doing your chores and stuff?
You mean Keith?
No, I thought you had, like, a whole team of fans that come and,
no, the Ryan was...
pilgrimages to your house and...
No, that was just Ryan. He was just visiting last week.
Oh.
He did come over and do the dishes one time, or a couple times, I think.
Cool.
But he's not like a gopher or a go-to guy.
Well, you could have a contest. We could have, like, 6 or 7 people all come in on their own nickel from wherever they are to your house and, like, look after you for a week, cleaning and cooking and washing.
Oh, totally.
And whoever wins the contest gets reimbursed for the cost of their trip, so therefore it's a free trip. Now, the gag is that you've got a ringer who's local, who you don't have to pay a dime to, who you announce as the winner.
Yeah.
And everything looks on the up and up.
There you go.
So all they got to do is cough up the dough to come in to enter in the first place.
You'd make a good politician.
I would, hey?
Sean Ward for Prime Minister.
One day, maybe. You never know. Or if Schwarzenegger gets the laws changed so that he can run for president, maybe I'll move down there and run against him.
Oh, really? I'll be moving up there. I hope you got a sleeping bag.
Is if in the next election, if Warren Beatty got back in like he was going to, and then you had Warren Beatty against Arnold Schwarzenegger for the presidency.
And they'd be arguing about whose movies were better.
That's what the debates turn into, is an argument.
Yeah, remember Ishtar? Well, remember... What was it?
Junior?
Yeah, Junior. Yeah, the one where he was pregnant.
No, Junior was, I think, Schwarzenegger's low point.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny how everybody gives him all this respect for being a politician and stuff, but meanwhile, let's look at the facts. He got into politics because his movie career tanked.
Well, no, he was an action hero, so now he's getting old, so he's thinking, you know, I'm not going to be able to do the action hero when I'm in my 60s and 70s.
Oh, but I think he tried comedy and it didn't really work, and then he probably wanted to get into drama, but no one would take him seriously.
Remember the horror movie he tried to do, End of Days?
Did I see that?
What a travesty that was.
Yeah, I saw that, but a long time ago. I don't remember it.
Yeah, that's how good it was. Well, I'm going to let you go,
like
Sean.
Robin Tunney in that or something?
Who?
Robin Tunney, one of those, like, here today, gone tomorrow actresses who's, like, sort of hot, but not quite. By hot, I mean, like, popular and buzzworthy. Like, they do a couple of movies where they, like, have either show their tits or at least wear shirts where there's prominent nipples, and then you just never hear from them again after a couple of movies.
Yeah.
Remember Gretchen Mol?
No.
She was kind of hot, and she was in a bunch of movies all at once, and then boom, fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
She was in Rounders. She was the girlfriend in Rounders.
Probably doing direct-to-video crap.
No, probably. Maybe she's doing like blue movies, like those softcore porn movies they show on Friday. Do you get a channel that shows those on Friday nights?
We got those 24/7. We got Skinamax at night. And then you got all the Hot Choice and all those.
We have a regular like air channel, like a
free
TV channel that comes through on the just like regular TV, not even cable TV.
I'm jealous.
Like a regular channel that on Friday night has what they call baby blue movies, where it's just like from midnight till like 6 in the morning they're showing softcore porn.
No, in America we're totally going backwards. We're losing any kind of evolution we made in like to being like more responsible individuals. Is all going downhill because everybody's trying to protect the fucking kids instead of protecting them themselves. Fuckers.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about your kids.
You should run for office then.
I should.
Yeah.
I would totally be in a debate.
Probably win something.
Imagine if I were in a debate and George Bush like said something like moolah. I would just like start laughing at him and imitating him. The fabulous moolah.
You could run for like school trustee or mayor or something.
Yeah.
And then move on up. You got lots of time to get into that.
One thing I notice about my personality is people hate me right off the bat, but then the more they listen to me, the more they get to like me. So
why
people
do they hate you right off the bat?
Because I'm an abrasive, angry, bitter person.
Is that what you show people initially when you first meet them?
Huh?
Is that what you initially show people, is your rougher side?
Well, no, I don't put on like fake airs and niceties and stuff for people, you know.
You call them like you see them.
Yeah. Some people appreciate it. Some people are offended by it. Most people are offended by it. Ryan got offended last week. You didn't listen to the program last week, but Ryan did the program with me because he was over here. And I said during the program, apparently, I don't remember because I was drinking and smoking very heavily, but apparently I said that he was boring and weird. And he got very upset by it. So I'm.
He was like right there in the flesh.
No, he was sitting right next to me. But you know, when I'm on the air and I got my radio balls on.
Well, one of the 4 agreements is don't take anything personally.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's all radio.
Damn it. How far are you from Manhattan?
About an hour.
An hour. Because
Maybe.
one day I'm going to be going to a comic book convention in Manhattan, like in early next year. We should fucking
We'll have to
come
meet
on
you.
a show that weekend.
We'll meet you up there. Or you could, come up here and we'll do a show together. That'd be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
we got plenty of time to discuss the details.
We can smoke some weed and party.
In your ear. As they say. Well, listen, I'm going to let you get on with your show, man.
Okay, peace out, bro.
I'm going to get moving. Yeah, have a great show, and that was a fun call.
Peace out.
Hear him on the site. And to all the people out there, the beautiful people, I love all of you, and I'd love you a lot more if you go to the site, SeanWard.net. Write me a letter using the handy form at the site, and order some comic books and T-shirts and stickers and pins. SeanWard.net.
Booyah. Okay, peace out. You got it. SeanWard.net, our buddy Sean Ward. Go there, check out his Flash cartoons with original music. And send him an email. I'm gonna have to send him an email. I'll have to create like some kind of bogus name and like send him like some goofy email about how his Flash movies like gave me a virus or something. They don't really give you a virus. I'm kidding. Everybody will be all like afraid to go. Anyway, I'm going to play some of these prank calls that I said I was going to play today, and I haven't so far. So this one is from Josh T56, and it's from 3 weeks ago, I believe, and it's called Retarded Power Slave. And I'll be right back.
May I help you?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is James. How are you? Is
Good,
this
how are
the
you?
Greek Mister site? Did I call right number?
I'm going to call him back, and you can ask why they hung up on you. What a bitch. You know, retarded people got to get laid, too.
Minute.
Okay, ready?
May I help you?
Hi, I was calling, I got hanged up on, and I'd like to use the service, please, and I just wanted to know what kind of cost you have going over there. What?
Is it just for you?
Well, yeah, well, kind of, my cousin Kenny, it's going to be a surprise for him.
KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hey!
Hi. I was not really offended.
Well, you were talking the other night. You were acting like some kind of hurt girl, and I was like, oh, wow.
Oh.
I was only kidding about everything I said. I thought you do understand that.
No, I just... whatever.
See, you're pissed off now.
No, I'm not pissed off.
You're like, whatever. This is my United States of whatever.
So how are you?
I'm fabulous. I want to hear you do the fabulous.
I've never done the fabulous.
That's why I want to hear you do it.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Come on. Fabulous!
I don't think I can pull that one off.
You're too embarrassed to do fabulous. Even though there's nobody in the apartment with you, is there?
Now? Yeah, there's people downstairs.
Thursday.
Okay. That's the machine hanging up.
Oh, okay.
What did it say? It was 10:05 on Thursday?
Yep.
No wonder I never get my messages. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay.
I hope you had fun while you were over here, even though we're pretty boring company.
No, I had fun. I always do.
I feel bad when I'm sitting here playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and you're just sitting there watching. And I'm like, I ought to be doing something to entertain you, but, you know, I'm entertaining myself.
Sure.
You could play with a cat. Thank you for the sim games, by the way.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I just sort of had them around and thought, hey.
We got them all installed, so we got them back in the packages, and next time you visit, you'll have to take them back with you.
Cool.
So, what's been going on in your life?
Not too much. Not too happy still with the job. Probably be looking for something else then.
Really?
Yeah.
But it pays well, right?
Yeah, it pays well, and it has sort of good hours. It gives me opportunities to get away once in a while, which are the things it has going for it. But the time that I'm there, I can't stand.
You can't stand it?
Yeah.
Well, I understand that totally, because that's where I am. I hate my job, and I'm only there for the money, until I find something that'll pay me more. You're in the same dilemma I am. Hold on. You want to talk for a moment while I smoke my bowl?
Sure. Should we make a call?
Well, I'm trying to smoke the bowl now, so you're going to have to talk for a moment.
Okay.
Talk about your feelings about the election.
Oh, well, I don't know if we... I don't know. I was... See, I don't know if I'm in the right mood to talk about that.
Did you vote?
Yes, I did vote for Kerry, yes.
I voted, but Keith did not because he didn't register in time.
Oh. See, I updated my registration when because I was still registered at my old Lancaster address.
Yeah, when you move to a new district, you have to
all
re-register.
All the time I lived in Harrisburg, I was registered in my Lancaster address, but I still, on a couple occasions, I came to Lancaster just to vote, because that's where I was registered.
Yeah.
Well, I should update it with the new address, the new Lancaster address. So,
yeah, I did too.
I did that in just over a month in advance, which is when you gotta do it. So,
yeah,
I was all ready to go.
So we can look forward to Bush fucking up so bad that he destroys the Republican Party for the next 20 years. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that he's going to bring back the draft, and people are going to hold it against him, and more people are going to continue to die in this, what's a good word for it? Unwinnable, unnecessary war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about people dying is not too great.
Well, of course it's never great, but there's people dying on both sides, innocent people on both sides. You know, not everybody who's a Muslim hates the United States. They might think we're immoral, but they might not want to kill us.
Oh yeah, I mean we've got the towers. We have the towers beat. Maybe how long into it do you think it was that we had that we had?
You talking about the Taliban?
Oh no. How long into the war do you think it was before we had the equivalent number of people as died in the towers?
I don't think we could put a number on it. I don't think we really have a clear, decisive number of how many people we've killed, because how do we know how many people are buried in rubble?
There are estimates though, and
what are the
I'm just saying what point did those estimates? Because we're well over.
I haven't heard any estimates.
Yeah, you can look it up. It tells you how many.
Give me a ballpark figure.
I think it was something like, was it 100,000 Iraqis?
100,000 Iraqis? Oh, it can't possibly be that high. This is fucking genocide. When did the United States become a fascist nation?
It was either 10 or 100. I think it was 100,000 though. I have to look it up.
I'll have to look it up. I hope that's not true. 100,000 people. Ugh, what a mess. Anyway, let's lighten things up by making a prank call, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's call up Mordecai Dicker.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Any background?
Nope. Just Mordecai Dicker. I'm going to make it hard on you tonight.
Okay.
Mordecai. Mordecai. Maybe he's Amish or something with a name like Mordecai. I'm going to have to get back to that Josh call later on tonight.
Hello?
Hello, could I speak to Mordecai?
Who's calling, please?
This is Jeremiah. Kai.
Yes.
I think you were going to those groceries that I had sent to your house. You never brought them over to my house.
Which one?
The groceries. I asked you. I had them deliver groceries to your house because I was out of town.
Who is this?
That when it was last week.
Who am I speaking to?
It was Tuesday.
Who am I speaking
Jeremiah.
to?
This is Jeremiah. Jeremiah Franklin.
Is this like? Do you think you're funny?
No. I just wondered if you had some groceries there that I'd sent there.
Okay, please don't call me back anymore.
Oh,
thank you.
Apparently he doesn't have your groceries.
Yeah.
That was funny though, Jeremiah. I was thinking Ezekiel. Jebediah.
Alright.
Maybe you should have gone with the whole Amish angle, because that sounds like such an Amish name, doesn't it?
Yeah, it could be.
Let's see what else we have here. We got Jerome Blackman. Oh, he's in Connecticut. Jerome Blackman in Hamden. So there probably is a black guy named Blackman.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk to a black guy?
Pick a different number.
Okay, we can call Trisha Nigger.
No.
You don't want to call Trisha Nigger?
No.
Just call her and say, "What up, my nigga?" Okay, we got Alpha Tard.
No, I don't know if
T-A-R-D is in like retard.
I don't think the goofy name thing is...
No, these are all confirmed working. At least these are, we know we'll call and we'll get people.
That's fine, but I don't know if I want to just do a goofy name.
Well, you don't have to do anything with her name. I'm just telling you, it's a number that'll work.
Yeah.
So we have Jerome Blackman, probably a black guy. Trisha Nigger, I have no idea. Let's call Trisha Nigger. Do you want to do What Up My Nigger to Trisha Nigger?
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay. Let's see. Give a shout out to Captain Crazy Man.
Why don't you call somebody you wanted to call?
And Cowbob.
But haven't called because they recognize your voice.
I would like to call... I can't do that because he traces numbers. I was going to say call my drug dealer, but he's really paranoid.
Oh, yeah.
So he traces numbers.
You don't want to do that.
We can't call him because he'll know it's us. We got the Holiday Diner. We got the Hedonic Sex Toy Shop. I still never called that guy back to get the sex toys so that we can give them out to guests on the air. I'm going to have to call him back. He was cool. I'm looking for the phone number. The one I'm looking for is, Mary Sullivan, you know? Or G. Sullivan. I got it. You're going to call Mrs. Sullivan.
No, she'll know my voice.
But you're going to do
That's
a voice.
That's why I'm saying that you should call, dial somebody that would know your voice but wouldn't know mine.
I don't have any prepared.
Okay, then do you want to call, Mrs. Sullivan?
What am I going to say to Mrs. Sullivan this time? I love Mrs. Sullivan.
Yeah, she's cool.
I'm going to ask her if she wants to come over to a barbecue tomorrow. Or ask her over for Thanksgiving. No, that would be mean.
Yeah, because if she thinks she's going somewhere,
yeah.
or like even the ice cream thing, you're never going to sit and eat ice cream with her.
You think she's actually looking forward to sharing?
She'd be expecting to meet another old woman, and she would not know what to make of it.
You think she's upset that no other old lady wanted to share a pint of ice cream with her for real?
No, I think probably one would, but
you think? It's almost midnight for her, so.
So why don't we call somewhere in California?
Anybody have Long Dong?
Maybe Ted or Neil can provide a California number or a West Coast number.
I got numbers here, but I don't know where they are.
Or you could call my sister.
I can call your sister. What am I going to do to your sister?
Well, like I said, the one time you could call as Maurice and try to get her to put in a word for you at the Lens model agency or whatever that she was with for a while.
She works at a modeling agency?
She did a little bit of modeling. I don't know if she's still doing it. I think she's doing more events now where she goes and I guess promotes products. She said a lot of it was like alcohol stuff. But
So she's a stripper.
No, she's not a stripper.
When you were over here and that hot chick with the perfect tits was getting naked, why couldn't you even look?
I just felt a little uncomfortable.
She really did have. What about when the guy was showing his ass? He had a perfect ass and you still didn't want to look.
I didn't remember the guy showing his ass.
You weren't even looking. And then did you see Keith showing his penis?
Huh? Keith walked out.
Keith walked out naked?
Yeah.
I know, I yelled at him. It's different if I pull it out of his pants than if he's walking around naked. Yeah, I know. He's too proud of his big crooked penis. So he walked out naked and what happened? Because that was while I was in the shower.
Yeah, he just walked out and walked back.
Oh, he got a towel?
Yeah, he got whatever he was getting or did what he was going to do.
So what do you think?
I just felt compelled to, like, walk out and flash everybody for a minute.
You what?
Huh?
Oh, he said that?
He felt compelled to walk out and flash everybody for a minute.
He said that?
Huh?
Actually, no, I told him.
He didn't say that, but he
I
did
told
it,
him to.
so he obviously felt compelled to.
I told him. I dared him to.
Oh, you dared him to? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
But people are wondering, like, what the hell is going on over here? Well, there was a really hot stripper here, like, getting naked. She didn't have implants, but she had, like, she was really thin, and she had D cups. And you know what that looks like on a woman when they're thin, and, you know, she's still got giant boobs, and they're not fake. And she let us feel her up, man. Woohoo! You could have felt her up.
Yeah, I could have.
Why didn't you?
Because I wouldn't have wanted to.
You're like so far in the gay end of the scale, you're not even interested?
Yeah.
But she was perfect, man. She's a hottie. Slut, though.
See, I'm just not even comfortable with the idea of different genitalia. That
You don't
alien to me.
That's not genitalia, though. That's just boobs.
Yeah.
You gotta admit boobs look good.
Different anatomies, let's put it that way.
It's not even like you didn't want to see it. It was like you were disgusted by it.
I wasn't disgusted by it. I was just made a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, well. It's a good thing Keith had to leave when he did, or we would have all ended up getting naked and having an orgy in the bedroom.
Okay, so you have anybody to call?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Huh?
Aldrich? Is this Mr. Huxley?
Hello? Hello, I'm looking for Mr. Wampler. Hello? Hello? I need Mr. Wampler.
Who is this?
My name is Kam San Thong, and I'm looking for Mr. Aldridge Wampler.
What do you want with Aldrich Wampler at this time of the night?
He's an old friend of mine, and he always told me feel free to call any time. So I'm having a problem, and I'm calling to speak to my old friend. It sounded like she was doing a funny voice.
Yeah, I've been wanting to You know that fluoride lady?
Do I know that fluoride? No. Well, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. How the hell am I supposed to know who the fluoride lady is?
You know, the prank call, where they call that...
Oh, yeah. Sadly, I do know exactly what you mean. The one where they call her up and they talk about fluoridated water, and she always goes off about how fluoride kills you.
It's horse poison.
Only 3% of Americans have been duped into believing the deadly and dangerous belief that fluoride kills cavities.
Something like that.
Right.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I've been trying to learn to do that.
You trying to do her? That'd be funny.
Yeah.
You could call people up and just yell about fluoride.
Well, you don't even have to do the fluoride thing. You could do it. There are 1,000 things you could do with that voice.
Oh, shit. You know what? I forgot to have Sean do his thing about the vampire parasites. I want him to call up like a total stranger and just start telling him about the vampire parasites. Then he could use it on his website later.
Yeah.
Is this Gwen?
Hello?
Gwen,
Who
did
is
you
this?
get my postcard?
Who is this?
This is Madeline. I had a postcard I sent, and there was some very important information on it, and I don't want to discuss it if you didn't get it, but I just wanted to make sure that you did get my postcard.
And who you asking for?
For Gwen.
She's not here.
Oh. Well, you ask her that, but I'm not going to discuss the details of what I went into because it's very personal and it only has to do with me and with Gwen. And I'd like you to pass the message along, but I really don't want you to go into the details.
And who are you?
I'm Madeline.
Madeline who?
Madeline Hart. That's H-A-R-T. There's no E in there.
And who are you?
I'm a friend of hers, and I really can't.
So
I can't go into the details of how we know each other, or it's very private. But I would appreciate you letting her know Madeline Hart has sent her a postcard, and it has some very important information, and I'd really like her to contact me, and just to confirm that she has it.
Contact you where?
Oh, well, that's if she sends me an email and she knows my address. I don't really want to give it out to you, but just to let her know that, just give her that message.
Email address?
No, she'll know how to contact me, okay? Just please tell her.
You know what? Whoever the fuck you is, don't call her no damn more.
Well, if you just please give her that message, that would be very appreciated.
No more.
Okay, just give her the message.
Don't call her
You can't talk to me that way, ho! Who you think you is?
Don't call her no
Oh,
more.
spouting your mouth off like that.
Don't call her no more.
Don't make me come over there and stick my shoe up your ass.
Don't call her no more.
I'll call back as much as I like, bitch. I call you all fucking night. I keep you up.
Just don't bother her. Just let her go. Just please give her that message. It's very, very important that you give her that message.
You can't let people get away with talking to you that way.
I was trying to talk to Gwen, and I didn't want to bother you, but...
Don't call her.
Hi, my name is Gwen. I'm here to wash your vagina.
Okay, I got you. You want to play? I got you.
Oh, that was funny. She was good.
What?
She was funny. She was a good sport. That's all I could think of the whole while. Then, as soon as you said Gwen, I was like, I'm here to wash your vagina. That's all I could think of. You ever hear that bit from Margaret Cho?
No.
My name is Gwen. I'm here to wash your vagina.
Well, if somebody actually knew Gwendolyn, they probably wouldn't ask for Gwendolyn. They'd ask for Gwen, right?
Yeah, you're right. I just didn't put two and two together until you said Gwen, and I was like, oh, God. I'm here to wash your vagina. If the water gets too hot or too cold, just kick your leg up or something. Let me know.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Lord, please drop this river of vagina I see before me. If I gotta look at another vagina, I'm gonna die. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go so I can take myself a break. Because I'm a lazy fuck.
Okay.
When are you gonna be coming to visit again?
I don't know. Probably not too long.
What's the next big holiday?
Well,
Thanksgiving at KDK's.
No, yeah, I'll probably be at my ex's or family for Thanksgiving.
We will be too. Well, I'll talk to you about it online.
Okay.
Okay, peace out.
Bye.
Bye. And that was Raw Milk from the chat room. Remember, if you want to visit us in the chat room tonight, Central Chat is fucked up. So, if you want to get there, the address... Oh, shit, I lost the address. Damn it, cocksucker, motherfucker. Well, if you need the address to get into the IRC chat, you can go to kdkprankcalls.com, and right there on the front page, I updated it earlier tonight with the new temporary address while Central Chat is fucked over, so that you can get into our chat room, and the room is KDK, and you can find us and hang out with us and give us ideas for prank calls, and, I don't know, have fun. We'll have a circle jerk. Well, there's 26 people in there right now, so more people are finding their way. I knew my people could figure it out. You guys are smart like that.
May I help you?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is James. How are you? Is
Good,
this
how are
the
you?
Great Mister site? Did I call right number?
I'm gonna call them back and you can ask why they hung up on you. Bitch. You know, retarded people gotta get laid too.
Minute.
Okay, ready?
May I help you?
Hi, I was calling, I got hanged up on, and I'd like to use the service, please, and I just wanted to know what kind of cost you have going over there. What?
Is it just for you?
Well, yeah, well, kind of, my cousin Kenny, it's going to be a surprise for him, for her birthday.
Uh-huh.
And I just want to know kind of rates you got going over there.
It's $190 for one lady or $290 for two.
Okay. Excuse my voice, I've got cerebral palsy. But yeah, my cousin, he's got kind of like me, but he's okay. How much is one lady?
Right.
How
$190.
What's that?
$190.
Okay. And what kind of skills do you have? What kind of
When is your party?
technique? My party is November 2nd, Election Day.
I can give you a website and you can check out the girls on there if you like.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
It's www.co.
What?
COLS.
COLS.
Badgirls.com.
Badgirls.com. You got bad girls there?
Yeah.
Are they bad? What kind of stuff they do?
Well, for parties, they do like dollar tricks, body shots, beer shots, and things like that.
And can we put whipped cream on the boob?
Who's cracking up over there?
What?
KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, Keith is still asleep, so can I expect a show on webcam tonight?
Maybe.
You know what you do a lot? What you tend to do a lot is you IM me, and I might be like playing PS2 or something, and I don't see it right away, and you act like I'm ignoring you, and you get all pissed off and leave right away. Yeah. He did it like twice this past week, and I was like, okay, now Ballard's pissed off at me because I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas all the time.
No, I said, I don't blame you. I would too if I had it.
You don't have it? Oh, you gotta get it. San Andreas is the
I played it
coolest
like
game.
a lot. My cousin has it. He lives right down the road from me.
Isn't it the coolest?
Oh, God, man.
I usually don't like that kind of... I never got into Grand Theft Auto 3 that much, or Vice City. Well, I got into Vice City a little more, but still not that much. But this game, I'm, like, addicted to it. I love it.
I love the bicycle. I'll drop any car. It don't matter if I say bicycle.
Yeah, you can do fucking tricks on the bicycle.
Yeah, it's not even that. You can pedal faster than a damn car. Especially if you go down the hill like in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
There's insane bike stunts you can do. You can become a pimp. You can have girlfriends. You can take over other territories with your gang. You can get tattoos. You can get your hair cut. You can go to the gym and get yourself buff. You can go to the fast food place and eat junk food and get fat if you want.
Hey, have you got kicked out of the city yet?
Have I got kicked out of Los Santos?
Yeah.
No, I'm
in the country yet?
Keith is a lot farther along in the game than I am. Because he plays it a lot more than I do. I'm still in Los Santos. I'm working on OG Lokes missions. Yeah, there's this one mission where you had to follow somebody on a motorcycle and he's like darting through all these like alleyways and streets. You gotta kill this gay guy, and I couldn't do it, so I used a cheat code so that the game would play in slow motion, so that I could like handle the chase without like crashing into everything. And I finally beat it. so now I can advance. That's where I am in the game. I'm not that far into it. It's only like mission like 20 or something.
It's a very big game.
Yeah, I know, it's a huge fucking game, and not just the length of it, but the fucking city is enormous, and I'm limited to like 20% of the entire map at this point in the game. And in between the cities, you have all the countryside where you can go and visit all the hillbilly people, and if you listen to them, they'll talk about fucking their sisters and cousins and stuff.
Dude, what?
If you go out to the city and you talk to like the guys that you see in like the overalls with like the straw hanging out of their mouth, they'll be talking about, I'm horny, I hope my sister's at home.
Yeah, I got my buddies listening right now.
Awesome.
Last night, Crazy Man and his buddy Cowbob or something. I can't remember. So.
Cool. Are those EverQuest people?
Nah. Counter-Strike.
Oh, Counter-Strike people. Well, that's cool. Anywhere where you can, this is a great program to listen to while you're, like, fragging people in Counter-Strike. Yeah.
Except you can't hear when somebody comes behind you, well, scap your ass, but
yeah. Well, people are normally listening to, like, music stations and shit like that, like, while they're, like, surfing the internet. This is the perfect thing to just open and then go about your business, hang out in the chat room, surf the web, Just don't do anything that involves your sound card.
I go to school, listen to it. My damn English teacher loves it.
Your English teacher likes our show?
Yeah.
Or the station?
Huh?
Your English teacher likes PCU?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Everybody loves PCU.
I'm like, oh my god.
We need to buy more slots because PCU, like, maxes out, like, every day, but I don't think either Ted or I are willing to pay any more for this. We gotta find, like, a third partner. If there's anybody out there who wants to become a partner with me and Ted to contribute 40 more slots to PCU, it's $25 a month.
I can donate when I get a job.
No.
You sure?
I mean, I want people who are, like, wealthy. We do have listeners who have, like, good jobs and shit, and they appreciate the station. So maybe somebody wants to become, like, a co-owner with Ted and I so that we can increase our slots. Who knows, maybe even a rival network might want to do it in exchange for running some promos on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of advertising. God.
Cool, thanks.
I've been busy.
So talk dirty to me while I masturbate.
You what?
Nothing. I'm looking for who we can call. You want to make a prank call? Is that why you're calling back? Or were you just calling back to say hi?
Shit. I can't remember, what that dude's name was. Alright. His name's Ethan or some shit. I can't remember what it is. Ethan. His number is 847.
No.
Huh?
Don't give out somebody's phone number on the air, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just the area code.
I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to play something in the background and then you give it to me. So, I'll tell you when I'm ready. Okay, and we're back. And I got the number. And what was this guy's name?
Ethan, I think.
Are we sure this number works?
Yes, they said it was confirmed.
Okay. So, okay, I'll dial him and I'll be right back and you'll do the call. Well, I tried to hack it. It was an answering machine. You always give me, like, bum numbers. I've never gotten through in any number you ever gave me except your mom.
That was funny shit, though. That was worth it.
Yeah.
You want to give her? Nah, too late.
Did your mom hear that call yet?
Huh?
Did your mom hear that call yet?
Nah, but she got home laughing her ass off. She had a great time.
Good. If you want to, I think that show is the last one that's up in the archives. I think. Yeah, so you can play the whole thing for her if she wants to listen to it. It'll be a good, like, mother-son bonding moment. And then you can tell her about how you've been fucking your cousins.
Yeah, right.
Okay, let's find somebody else to call here. Get your girl voice.
Hello?
Hello. Is Mary Ellen there?
Yes, hold on just a moment.
Thank you. Hello? Hello. How you doing today? Okay. Who's this? This is, Jennifer. Who are you calling for? For you. What do you
Mary
need?
Ellen, correct?
Yeah, what do you need?
I'm just wondering if you need a lover.
Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
Short but sweet. I like how she goes, oh my God.
Oh God.
That's a good voice though. If you called up like some high school guy, you could totally do phone sex with him and he would believe you were a female. And then at the end be like, dude, you're gay.
Oh fuck.
Do you want to try one more or do you want a bit of do?
Do the do.
No, not. Well, we'll do the do when you come and visit us someday.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, do you want a bit of do, or do you want to do another prank call?
Prank call.
Okay. I have Matthias loser. Let's try Matthias.
Too hard to say.
No, it's Matthias.
Matthias.
So say your name is Methuselah. Wasn't it the name of the country club in Caddyshack? Ridgewood? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is Matthias there?
No?
Is this Mrs. Loser? Was that you?
What the fuck?
Was that you talking just now? I thought that was somebody on the phone.
There was nobody talking. That's just a fucking.
It's like they picked up and put the phone down. Didn't want to talk to anybody. Fuck them.
Must be having butt sex. Alright, I ain't gonna do that one. I'm gonna do something different.
Okay. It's supposed to be a black lady.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. How
Hello?
you doing tonight? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing kind of good. I'm just sitting here with my 40. Just sitting back chilling.
I beg your pardon?
I'm just sitting here in my 40 ounce, just chilling. What about you?
Who's speaking?
This is Alpha. Alpha Beta?
Huh?
Alpha Beta?
Dorita.
Alpha Beta.
Huh?
This is Alpha Beta.
Uh-huh.
Who is this speaking?
Who are you speaking to?
You.
Todd.
Ma'am?
Todd.
Ma'am?
Is it Todd?
It's dark outside.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, is it chilly out there?
Huh?
Is it chilly out there?
No, it's not.
It's not.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. I'm gonna give me a sweater. You think I should go get a sweater?
Okay. Huh?
Ma'am, you think I should go get a sweater?
You looking for a sweater?
Yeah.
I don't have one. I don't have one.
Can I come across the street and get one?
I don't have one.
Why not?
I just don't have one.
Ma'am.
I don't have one. I don't know who you is nowhere.
I'm across the street. Ma'am. Oh.
cracking up during the whole thing?
Yeah. I was trying so hard not to crack up.
But that was good. That was good. You made my night. That was funny. You cracked me up the most so far tonight. You beat even Sean Ward. That was funny.
Oh, Lord. I got a headache.
Just something about it just cracked me up.
A fucking sweater.
Cool. So the show goes off tonight, and then I get my little secret show. I'll have to wake Keith up to watch with me.
Alright.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, maybe.
Cool, because, you know, you said you were gonna do it last time. Even though the runes said you weren't going to. I believe the runes. And you didn't do it. But, hopefully I'll see you later on.
Maybe.
Okay, peace out, bro.
Peace out, bro.
And just in case Ballard falls through, if anybody else wants to masturbate on webcam for me, just let me know. Anyway. That was pretty fucking funny. Props. Let me go to the chat room and see what people are saying, because I haven't been there in far, far, far too long. So, Ballard was sending me that number that we just called earlier for Ethan, and Princess wants me to call her. Let me call up Princess before I forget, because I don't want people to get pissed off at me, because I forget to call them for weeks and weeks on end.
Hello?
Hey, baby.
Hello?
What are you wearing, baby?
Yeah, okay.
Is your old man at home?
Nope.
This is the wolf man.
How are you doing?
Alright, how are you?
I'm fabulous. I wanted to call you guys just so that you... I know I was supposed to call for like weeks on end, and I never did. So now I'm calling. Well, before I forget. You know? I only got this little 3-hour window, and like, you know, at least like 20 people that want to be on the program, so I got to try to work everybody in without cutting people off, so that they feel like pissed off that I cut them off. And so how are you doing tonight, sexy? If anybody is wondering why I'm calling you sexy, they can go check out your picture at the gallery at kdkprankcalls.com.
That's right.
You're the very sexy princey girl from Canada. And your boyfriend is Entros. Is he about tonight?
No, he went to Toronto.
He went to Toronto.
Yeah, this big spree, it just came out and they just left.
Okay.
So,
Monster truck
I
pull?
don't know.
Do you feel like making a prank call?
I don't know.
Now that I hear you, you have a very sexy voice, so if you were to call up a guy and flirt with him, you would totally be able to get him to, like, you could be, like, really gross and tell him, I want you to stick a cucumber up your ass. And he would, like, totally, okay, I'm sticking a cucumber up my ass.
Ew.
Okay, maybe I just drank too much. I think I'm on beer, like, number 8 right now. I've been drinking like a fish tonight. I'm, like, totally drunk right now. It's just hitting me, like, right in the past couple minutes. I'm like, wow, I'm loaded, and I still got to do another half hour at least.
Well, see, last week when you called us...
I called you last week? No, you guys called me last week.
No.
I called you? Wow.
Yeah,
What happened to my life? I can't even remember, like, things that happened in my life anymore.
I was trying to get you to send me candy.
Oh, Halloween candy.
Yes.
Keith took all the leftover Halloween bags of candy and opened them up and dumped them in the little plastic cauldron that we have. We have no more Halloween bags of candy. You should have sent me an email about it. I would have sent you one. I'll make one for you. I still got some bags left. Send me your address. I'll send you a bag of Halloween candy.
Alright. But, no, it just, like, making it sound like we were doing shit. And, yeah, well...
What do you mean?
I was just going along with it because I was drinking.
You mean you and Entros are not dating?
Well, yeah, but we weren't doing anything on the phone.
You waited till after I hung up?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I knew it.
But, yeah.
I think we all knew anyway.
Quite a bit, too, so...
I want you to call somebody.
Oh, why?
I want you to call up Jerome Blackman.
Oh, I haven't done it for ages.
Because you need a black man in your life.
Oh, no, I don't.
Just call and say, I need a black man in my life, and work from there. Say, Jerome, I need a black man in my life. And then just work from there. That's all you gotta do. It could be really simple. Sometimes the best prank calls come out of the stupidest idea. You gonna do it?
I don't know.
No, come on. I need yes or no. Do you have the balls or not? We got the biggest balls from prank calls. We got something to live up to here, so.
But... But I haven't prank called forever.
Okay, well, okay. You don't have.
stopped.
I'll let you off this time. I'll let you off.
Okay.
But the next time you're on the program, I'm going to expect a prank call.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
have to think of some really good stuff.
Or, you know, just give phone numbers of people you don't like. You know the names of people you don't like. Look them up on peoplepages.com, and you know what city they live in.
Yeah, well,
Send me
I
the
gave
fucking
you
number.
that guy Mudasir's number, and
Mudasir.
that went off pretty funny.
I called Mudasir a couple weeks ago. I remember. I was listening to that one in the outtakes the other day.
Oh, that sounds healthy.
Yeah, that's me smoking too much weed tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, you should call that guy again.
Mudasir?
Yeah.
You still got his phone number?
Yes.
Send me the phone number again next week, and we'll call him next week.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. We'll call him Mudasir. Is this
That
somebody
guy
that you
like-
know?
Yeah, but he would have no idea that I would give him his phone number.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even think about it.
So why do you want me to prank him? Is he like a real prick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I gotta get him back for everything you said.
I'm gonna have to look for that prank because I can't remember exactly what went down. I'm looking for
Well,
that
you were
prank right
talking to
now.
his dad.
I was talking to his dad?
Yeah, 'cause Mudasir wasn't there.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah. But he was getting pretty mad.
Let me see. I hope I can find it.
Well, you'll have to call him next week.
Yeah, send me the number again, and I'll see if I can call him.
Yeah, alright.
And, fuck, I can't find it. Oh well, when I find it, I'll have to play it like next week or something when I call him. No, I found it. I found it. I found the Mudasir call. It's only 56 seconds long, though.
I know.
It's a really short one.
It didn't go... Next week I'll find out if he's home. Usually he's online.
Okay. So, I'll talk to you next week?
Yep.
Okay. Peace out.
Alright.
Bye-bye. And that was Princey Girl from the chat room, and I'm going to play this prank call that we were talking about because it's really short anyway.
Hello? Hello, this is Ed, and I'm calling for that bastard Mudasir. Is that you?
No,
You son of a bitch. Hello?
Yeah.
Put him on the phone. Hello?
Yeah.
I'm looking for Mudasir.
He's not here at home.
Where is he?
He's out.
You're lying. What is your name?
I am the father, Baba. Fuck you. This is 12 o'clock at night. You calling some people home.
Well, I don't know what jibber jabber you just said, but what was your name?
I don't know what he just said there. I think he cursed me out in some kind of foreign, godforsaken tongue. I like that. I remember I was working the word jibber jabber in there because it was a word that Zachary B. had used earlier in the night when I misunderstood his premise for a prank call. I thought we were supposed to be calling somebody and telling them they had to learn to speak English if they wanted to stay in the country. And, I don't know what he was going for, but we contradicted completely, and he ended up getting all pissed off at me for being racist. Even though I'm not really racist. That was just in the context of a prank call. The pranks are racist. Not me. Anyway. What the fuck is what I'm looking for? Here you go. Enjoy this. I'll be right back.
In front of me was a tureen of steaming hot soup. Before I started to serve it, Snoopy Cat suddenly jumped into my lap, and in a moment she had 2 little paws in that hot soup. It was just terrible. She'll tell you about it herself. I'm such an inquisitive kitty, and sometimes it's really a pity. If I were I would not go where I should not. Such an inquisitive kitty. Whatever goes on, I must be there to see everything I can see there. It may seem most unruly, but I am truly such an inquisitive cat.
I was going through the usage stats for the old KDKprankcalls.com, and I noticed something very strange. There's an incredible amount of bandwidth being used by one single file on the site that's been downloaded over 406 times so far this month, which is only 6 days. And that is the Boobies 2 video. So, I'm not sure why so many people are all of a sudden so hot on the Boobies 2 video, even though it's been there forever. But I'm assuming it's like local people, like people that we know, and like friends of Keith, because Keith is a total exhibitionist. So he probably gave out the link to the video so that people can take a look at his ass. And I edited it very carefully so that you can't really see penis in it. There's like a couple like flashes where you see like the shadow of penis, but you never see penis itself like in the video. And I have a feeling it's like a bunch of fucking local perverts like going there trying to check out my boyfriend naked. And things are going a lot better on that front. We've had our problems in the past couple months, but things are going much better now. Because I took some of my own advice. Every time people ask me for like relationship advice, my first answer is always, have you ever spoken about your issues with your partner? Because people get mad about things and they don't bring them up with their partners, and they harbor these feelings of anger towards their partner that manifest themselves in their daily behavior almost subconsciously. So I just decided one day to come out and say, do you think we should break up? And he said no. And I said I felt like I was the person who was putting all of the effort into the relationship. Like I was the person who was always trying to do romantic things and be romantic and be cuddly and always be ready for sex and all that stuff. And I felt like he wasn't putting forth the kind of effort that it takes to continue a long-term relationship. You know, relationships are easy for the first year or two. But after that, you know, it's something you have to work at. It's something you have to decide that you want to do and work towards. And I explained that, and we had a long talk, which was very cathartic for everybody involved. And we had great sex afterwards, and we've been having frequent great sex since. So I think we've ironed out our issues, and we're stronger than ever before. And I'm in love more than I ever was before. Maybe that's why I'm in a good mood tonight, because, you know, that was a source of a lot of my depression. Not only because of, well, when you're in a bisexual relationship, the thought is always in the back of your mind, life would be a lot easier if I were with a woman. People wouldn't be calling me a fag, and I'm already attracted to women, so it's not like it would be that big a deal anyway. And you start thinking that life would be easier with somebody of the opposite sex. Come on, man, I'm trying to ramble.
To hear who's calling, press 1. Call from...
Yo, this Ted.
To take this call, now connecting. Go ahead, please.
Hey.
Hey.
You're interrupted my little story here, so I'm going to finish with you on the line. Maybe you can add your 2 cents worth, because I had spoken with you beforehand about the problems that I felt we were having with our relationship, and the fact that I felt that Keith wasn't putting forth the effort that I think is necessary for a relationship to remain strong.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, for once I finally took my own advice that I've given to other people 100 times before, and it worked.
What was that?
You know, just sitting down with your partner and explaining how you feel and why, and what you can do to fix it. Instead of, like, being angry behind their back or harboring any kind of resentment.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So things are going very well lately. and I'm very happy, and my depression seems to have broken. I haven't been depressed in days. And, you know, a lot of my depression was caused by the problems with my relationship, and the fact that, you know, Keith sleeps when I'm awake, and, you know, I'm awake when he's sleeping. We don't get to see each other all that much, and stuff like that. So, at least I've voiced these problems so that we can work on them, and we have been. And I would have woken him up earlier tonight, and he would be up right now, except that I'm doing the program, and I find it easier to do the program on my own.
So, do you think he'll change his sleep cycle?
No, there's nothing he can really do about that because of his job. But, you know, as far as, like, understanding that it takes two people to want to be in a relationship for it to work.
Right.
You know. And I basically asked him if he decided if we should break up or not. Because with the lack of effort he was putting into it, it seemed like he didn't care anymore, like he wanted to be out. So I was ready to say goodbye. And then he said no, he wanted to stay and he would work harder, and we can work together. Because we're coming up on 4 years together, which is almost unprecedented for a gay couple. It's like unheard of to like go beyond a year, let alone 4 years, when you're a gay couple, especially a bisexual couple.
Yeah, right. You're pulled in both directions.
Yeah, exactly. So, how are you doing? I'd like to hear your thoughts about this election.
I'll tell you what one of my professors. I've had this one professor for like 3 courses so far, so I've gotten to know him pretty well, and he's basically an import. Okay, he grew up in the Middle East and India, kind of spread out all over the place. And he came to America, he said, because he thought it was the most advanced and most progressive country on the planet.
Mm-hmm. It was.
And he said that this election convinced him otherwise.
Yeah, I know. The rest of the world is looking at us as like a bunch of idiots, like we really chose Bush again, but I don't believe we really did. Hello, honey.
Hello.
Everyone, the sexiest man in internet radio.
Hey.
I heard you talking about my crooked penis.
About your crooked penis. That was like an hour ago.
Maybe he was dreaming it.
Yeah, you were dreaming I was talking about your crooked penis.
No,
I was talking about you walking out here naked and flashing everybody at the party.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about a crooked
penis. I like seeing off my big crooked penis.
Yes. Well, you do.
No.
You like showing off your big crooked penis.
No, they're all going to laugh at you.
They're all going to laugh at him.
At least it's crooked downwards and not like left or right. Mine is crooked upwards.
That's a good thing. It works.
That's a good thing. Yeah. I always thought there was like a better position for the equipment. You know what I think that comes from?
What?
Ted, when you have a hard on, does your dick point up or down?
Actually, straight.
Straight out?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because Keith just like let a massive fart.
Oh, I thought it was weird or something. I was like, oh. They're not supposed to do that?
Yeah, really. No, they're supposed to be curly like a pig's tail. Oh man, it's been a good show tonight. We were maxing out there for like 40 minutes. There it was like between 77 and 80, like for a while there, until I played The Cure, and everybody tuned out. Note to self: never play The Cure again.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
What was impressive? Oh, the numbers? Yeah, I'm having a good time tonight. I've been feeling a lot better lately. I've been a lot less depressed about situations in my personal life. I'm not gonna let them bother me.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about this stupid election. He's not my president. I have no stake in what happens to this country from this point forth. Yeah, I almost hope that Osama really does launch attacks against states that voted for Bush, like he said he would.
Yeah, I was sort of felt weird because when I was at work, I had assumed that like most of the people around me were not Bush supporters.
They're not.
But what happened? No, but what happened was like 2 people that I'm really like close with at work I was like complaining about the election. I'm like, well, look, we got to tell you, we voted for Bush. And I was like, what?
You know, maybe it's just that people are afraid to like switch governments in the middle of a war.
No, they were telling me shit about how, like I was saying, like how could you vote for somebody who, I mean, you know, you talk about this moral value shit. I'm like,
he gives away $2 trillion in tax breaks to the very rich.
And I said, I'm like, you want this person who like claims that he's all for education, but then is like draining all of our social programs dry and the schools dry. They're like, oh well, the schools are wasteful. The schools are wasting money. California spends the most money per student, and they're still behind, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, you know, first of all, because the teachers get paid like $30,000 a year and have to pay 3 times the cost of living as anywhere else.
Yeah, because
so you're not going to get good teachers.
Yeah.
And I said, so you know, you need to start paying people a reasonable living wage if you want good teachers. Oh no, the public social service is just draining my tax dollars. I'm like,
everybody's worried about the $2 a month it's going to take them to like have better education. You know?
I said,
even if it's $2 a week, who gives a fuck? You could drop $2 of change out of your pocket during the week and not even miss it.
I was like, what the fuck do you care about this $5? Even if it was $5 a week. I mean, what the hell? These people are people who make like a shitload of money every year. And you know what I find is the people who make the most money tend to be the most stingy with it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how they got that way.
You know, and it's just like, I'm like, what are you going to do with all your money, you know, when your city is overrun with the drooling, uneducated people who want to rob your expensive car and your nice house?
Exactly. Because they can't afford, they can't provide a living for themselves because they weren't properly educated. So they want your shit.
Yep.
Eventually, it's going to come down to a revolution. That's why they're trying to take our guns away.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think I'm gonna do a show tonight though.
No 404 not found tonight.
No, I'm way too tired. I had to get up at 5 o'clock for traffic school.
Traffic school? What do you get tickets and stuff?
No, well, if you get one ticket and you go to traffic school, then you don't get it on your record.
Yeah.
So I got a photo radar ticket. It's pretty lame.
Oh, you were speeding?
Yeah.
A photo radar ticket. That sucks. You got caught by one of those automated cameras.
Yeah, no, I didn't get caught by a real person.
That's such bullshit.
I don't think it should count.
Yeah, really.
That's so fucking Big Brother. You know, it's freaking scary.
Yeah, it is. Remember when it used to be a free country?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's not a free country anymore. I'm moving to Canada.
I had, you know, I don't know what happened during the class, but I got put in, like, this group of, like, real gangster-ass guys.
No.
Yeah.
Did you do your voice?
There was this dude who wrote his name, yo, my name is Nephew. I'm like, what? And then this other guy's like, my name's Damon, but you can call me Demon Lord.
What is this, a game of EverQuest?
I don't know. But these guys were fucking scary. This one dude, the teacher asked him, he's like, so why are you here? He's like, oh, because I rolled through a stop sign. And he's like, well, what were you feeling before you did it? He's like, I was panicked. I'm like, panicked? What the fuck? So then he tells me later, yeah, man, I was just coming from a hit and run.
No, man. I had to do that once too because I had a speeding ticket.
And you know, just when I was fucking around with them, right? We had to fill out these questions like, what are things in traffic that could distract you that would make, you know, your driving less safe?
Yeah.
And I said being mesmerized by those spinners. And they got the reference, which is fucking sad.
Oh, really?
They're like, yeah, man, those things be crazy.
Those Bush Cheney spinners. That would have been funny if you said that. The Bush Cheney spinners. This guy here stole them.
And like, what was it? Another thing the teacher said, he's like, what are the circumstances under which people may not obey a law? Right? So people are like, oh, you know, you forget or you're not paying attention. And I said something that, you know, could be looked at one or two ways, right? I said, well, you know, if you feel a law is not just and you don't believe in it, you might not follow it.
Yeah.
And then the two gangster guys at the back go, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, really? You should have done it in your black voice.
I don't like that law.
Yeah. It's unfair.
They don't follow that shit.
Oh, my homies.
Who was it that, was it Raw Milk who was on the phone when you guys called that lady who was like, that was cussing at you and then you started yelling back at her?
That was Ballard.
Oh.
No, maybe it was Raw Milk. Yeah. She was like, you want to play?
Yeah.
When I said, I'm glad I'm here to wash your vagina.
Yeah.
You know the bit I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like a 1%er. Like, nobody's heard that Margaret Cho bit, apparently. There's this great new movie out called Corn. I was thinking about renting it just so I can copy it and send it to you. It's about the evils of meat.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate that.
It's about somebody who follows, like, what happens in a meat packing plant and, like, all the disgusting violations she finds or something. So I'll send that to you.
I think the funniest part of the class was, like, these dudes were sitting in the back talking shit about, like, first of all, the teacher's like, what's another thing, you know, that can distract you while you're driving? And it's like, well, like if you're drinking or smoking weed.
Really?
Yeah.
If you're getting a Hummer from one of your hoes.
And then they started, like, talking shit about the teacher, and the teacher was, like, kind of catching on.
They're talking shit about your teacher, like, right in front of him?
He was like, well, they're in the back of the room, and they started talking shit about him. And I was sitting next to him, so I could hear it. But I think the teacher heard it, too, and he's like, well, what's your opinion back there? He's like, I was just talking about how, you know, like, if we can get all the peoples who don't follow the law together and make them part of the community, maybe they won't do that no more. It's just, like, funny. He was, like, coming up with all this random shit trying to cover his ass.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Everybody, whatever town you're in, there's a vote every year where you vote on your police budget. And if you're tired of being harassed by the cops, motivate people to show up there and vote down the budget and vote it down and vote it down and vote it down until there's only 2 or 3 cops on duty. See, in my town, there's like no crime. Crime is like 0. We don't need more than 2 or 3 cops on duty at a time. Instead, they have a dozen. Okay? Now that's wasteful. And it gets to the point where they're bored, they have nothing better to do than harass, like, law-abiding citizens for, like, goofy violations.
Someone was in the class for doing 70 and a 65.
Now that is bullshit.
And I asked the teacher, I'm like, how the hell, I said, how is it that somebody can be in here for 70 and 65? I'm like, you need to, I said, you cannot do that. I said, because there's a variation in speedometers.
Yeah.
You're supposed to allow for points of error.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, no, we don't have to do that.
No, they don't.
He's like, oh, it's supposed to speed limit, so if we decide you shouldn't be driving that fast anyways.
They could pull you over because they don't like the color of your car. They could pull you over because they're jealous that you have a nicer car than they do.
Yeah, somebody asked, like, how do you choose a car out of a group of, like, 20 cars that are speeding?
They'll pick the really nice one because they're jealous they don't have as nice a car. Or they'll pick the really
said,
dumpy one because they think a drug dealer is driving.
He said one officer, he asked, that he picks the ones that's easiest to pull over. Another officer said, whichever one I damn well please.
Uh-huh. That's about the size of it. And now, because this Patriot Act, did you know that the government can come into your house and search your house without any kind of proof or probable cause or any kind of provocation whatsoever?
Oh, that's terrific.
Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it's like Soviet Russia. They can just bust in and tear apart your house for no fucking reason because of the Patriot Act. God bless George Bush. Go vote for him again, you motherfuckers.
Well, if you were a perfect Christian, you wouldn't have anything to hide now, would you?
Everybody's got something to hide. Even owning a dildo would be sodomy and would be illegal in most states.
Yeah, well, the Jehovah's Witnesses were trying to get us traffic sinners on the way into class this morning.
No way.
They were, like, sitting in the parking lot. This woman approached me. You're going to traffic school today?
Like you ran over 10 people.
Like, you might want to read about the mighty Jehovah.
The mighty Jehovah. I'm going to hell just for laughing so hard at that.
Oh, you were going to hell before that.
Yeah, I was going to hell long before that.
Your fate.
Yeah, really. I said my fate long ago, I guess. Well, anyway, Ted, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to go off on time, even though there's not going to be any 404 not found.
Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep. I can't stay up much longer.
Okay, well, you take care of yourself. Good luck with school and whatever you do. And we love you. We appreciate everything that you do for us.
Oh, ditto.
Okay. Peace out, brother.
Later, man.
Bye-bye. And that was Ted, owner and operator of PCU Prank Call Underground Radio, which is what you're most likely listening to us on right now. If you're listening to us on DEFCON Radio, make sure and drop an email off at go to defconradio.com and drop an email off to the guys who run it, and let them know what you like and what you hate about the program. You know, hate mail is just as good as positive mail, because at least you're invoking some sort of reaction from somebody. So anyway, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Don't forget to tune in again next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on PCU Prank Call Underground Radio and defconradio.com. Apparently we are kicked out of the Radio Alliance, so we won't be on Wild Bunch anymore, because they decided to put another show on now that has had 0 listeners for the past 30 minutes. They took us off for a show that has 0 listeners for the past 30 minutes. So, way to go, guys. So, thank you. Thank you all for listening. I love you all. Tune in again next week, and stay beautiful.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving, revolving at 900 miles an hour. It's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of the galaxy we call the Milky Way.
You know, Barbara is unstable. She is too big and spends too much. She's nagging, lazy, and uninspired. But when Barbara holds my pride, I have always risen to the occasion. This may seem frivolous, and I don't mean it so. But this weekend, we did it together right here in this chamber, pushing my missile inch by inch further and deeper. And I'm huge, and I came twice. Really. But this is no time to boast. Tonight, she wanted me to know that someday having a good time must end, which means no more next year than this year. Oh no, this will not stand. She now recognizes that I have needs. My peace is hard, and it has been languishing in these hallowed halls for years now. There are certain things that a president can do without the wife, and I'm going to do them. Let me level with you. I relish a good end job, and I cannot wait. Let me tell you what you can do. Give me the same thing 43 governors have. A new woman under complete government control. And you pay the bill. And finally, I had a joint tonight, and it is kicking in now. And that is fine. No one ever thinks I need drugs. But after all, a man needs a vice. You know, I have bad dreams. This time, I saw Elvis, that thief, making fun of my life, and you know, my thing. This will not stand. Thank you, and God bless our beloved country. Thank you.